And I build the cabin, and I plant the corn. Didn't my people before me slave for this country? Good evening from Yami BTV. Wishing you all well, of course, on a bitterly cold day out there. I just finished traveling, and people are sending me a video. Uncle Ray, it seems, is offering the olive branch, right? A peace treaty of some kind, even though, is it the first time, the second time, third time, fourth, fifth? No, this time it's different. Uncle Ray is talking, sit round the table. I never thought he would ever go to this. So maybe forgive them, Lord. But am I walking into a trap? Kevin Summers, my pal as well, and he is going to do a podcast with me, probably on his own, or with Stephen French, my big brother. Some of you are getting it confused that I went down to knock on Stephen French's door, which I did, but the Stephen French incident was a different thing. Stephen French was in the right about the Slaney fight. That in fact, some of you still insist, oh yeah, you got that wrong. I didn't get it wrong. A man came on my show and said, and was mistaken, that Frenchy had a fight with Slaney, and it was wrong. I took the story out of there to put up, and I was poisoned against Stephen French long before I met him. I can't go into it, but one day you might probably know the truth. Now, me and Uncle Ray's thing is totally different. Now, we're both from West London. We both got ties to the same people. Firstly, there might have to be, look, there's three things that I have to do first, because you know I'm out and about doing my interviews now. We know I've got a bomb coming up early next week. You lot get ready for that. The stuff that you all like. Just about look, listen to this. There could be a condition set down that if I sit round the table, we need to talk about how did he realise 100 years later he had a fight with Pat Tate. We could talk about the padded cell in Franklin. We could talk about Strange Ways. Not really. I won't be asking him that. But what are we going to talk about? Or is it just sitting down for a nice meal? Because Kevin and Stephen want me and Uncle Ray to bury the hatchet once and for all. But how many times have I gone up there and up and down and give the love back to Uncle Ray, only for Uncle Ray to find out through messages and comments by some people sending them to me, they slagging me off behind my back. But look, I know what I'm going to do on this one. I'm going to hand it over to my audience for the first thing, right? So if the percentages are higher, one way or the other, for me to go and sit down with Uncle Ray, because there will be a few things to discuss, and you know, we get too old to be falling out and things like that. I know what some of you mean, but I also know what some of my other ones feel and believe. So if the percentages are higher that you want me to go and meet Uncle Ray, or the percentages are lower and you don't want me to go, I have to go with my audience. All right. So, and there is a bit divided, because wherever anyone says, there's still a little bit of love out there for Uncle Ray. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to throw it that way. I'm thinking, what do I gain? What do I lose? True, I'm on a different path at the moment, and when and how, where. Tony Argent's just left me with Lisa. I know they're doing well together again. Just pleased to report that Tony's back on form, mate. Want to see the size of him, blood seed. But yeah, Tony will make an appearance soon, of course. He's doing great. He just wants to let you all know that I'll leave him to tell you anyway. He's disappointed by a lot of things, like I was with what I saw after such a long time in prison. With people, when he will feel let down and hurt. He wears his heart on his sleeve. My brother Tony Argent. And Tony Argent says, well, I want to come to dinner as well. No, Tony, you won't be coming to dinner. Lisa wants to come. It's not that kind of thing. Sometimes Tony reads things. He always thinks someone's... I know, but it's not always that. Remember, me and Uncle Ray ain't really got no beef from anywhere, in reality. Ray's already said what he's had to say, you know, in the past. But no, on this one, I'm gonna leave it up to you, lot. I love you all dearly, man. I might even be going live tonight. I'm just on the crest of a wave at the moment. I hope you're all happy. And I will try and go live tonight, in fact. I'm just going to get some Caribbean and see how well I'm going to rest my head tonight, which looks like it's going to be here. Loads of love.